Hello everyone, welcome to another live. Today I want to tell you how karma is coming for the narcissist. Now we always speak about karma and how the narcissist eventually gets it. They eventually get what's coming to them. But we never speak about how it actually happens. We never actually give the proof, the evidence, the actual moment, the situation. We never do that. So today, I thought it's time that we do that. And I would like to share that with you now. So karma is coming for the narcissist. And there's really no way for them to escape it. I would say that they are actually drawn to their karma. And what they did to you, it's coming back to them. They will get a taste of their own medicine. And there's really nothing that they can do to avoid it. For them to avoid their karma, well, there's really only one way that they could avoid it. And that would be by going within and no longer being a narcissist, making things right, bettering themselves. Ironically, that would actually be the only way that the narcissist could avoid their karma. And in that case, I would think it's justified if they do take the time to work on themselves and realize what they've done wrong. Maybe yes, maybe they do deserve to avoid their karma in that situation. But as many of you know, they don't do that. They devalue you, they degrade you, they pull you down. They deceived you. They tricked you. They took everything you had and they left you with nothing. And when all was said and done, they rode off into the sunset with this new person. Looked like they were having a great time. They look so much happier now. And this new person is meant to be so much better than you. They're more attractive. They have more money. They understand the narcissist. They look after them. They do all of these things that you never did. And it looks like the narcissist is doing things that they never did with you. Now you're missing out on everything. You're missing out on all of the fun and excitement because they could never be that way with you. And it just makes you feel completely worthless. It makes you feel like you're nothing. How someone could do all of those things to you, just walk out like you never meant anything. After all you did everything to upgrade their lives, to make them happy. But it was never enough. They were never satisfied. And it just made you look at yourself and think, What's wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Everything I've done, all of the time, all of the love, all of the money I spent, did that really not mean anything to you? Is how you might be thinking. And the worst part about it is, yes, it didn't mean anything to them. You held no sentimental value to the narcissist. They never saw you like that. There was no love. And that's why they always lacked affection. They always lacked warmth. They never really wanted to hug you or kiss you. There may have been sex, but it was very robotic. There was no emotions behind it. There was no expressions of love. And they betrayed you so many times. They were never loyal. So these are all of the signs that you know. You never meant anything to the narcissist. It was all a lie. It was fake. And that's how they could so easily just go out there and forget about you, like you never meant anything, because you never did mean anything. That's the truth. If you meant so much to them, they wouldn't have left. They would have realized what they did wrong, and they would have made the correct adjustments, and they would have stayed consistent to it. But they didn't. No, they went off and they met someone else, and they felt so entitled to everything you had. They just took it all and left without feeling any need to repay you, to do any good deeds for you, to even thank you or appreciate you, because they felt entitled to it. They feel inherently deserving of privileges and special treatment. They think you owe them a living. So why would they ever thank you? Why would they ever be grateful when it's all over? And that's how they could just pick up and leave so easily. It's very easy to leave when you've invested nothing into something. If you've invested your heart and soul, all of your money, it's going to be very hard for you to walk away. But with the narcissist, they never invest anything. It's always you who is doing everything for them. You're helping them. You're making them feel better. You're spending all of the money. You're the one who is investing everything. And they're just taking. They haven't lost anything. There wasn't even any emotional investment. And that's why they lacked affection and warmth. So they ride off into the sunset. They found this new person who's supposed to be more attractive, maybe richer than you, someone who treats them better, someone who isn't always miserable and stressed like you were meant to be. And yeah, it may look like things are better for them. You see the pictures on social media. It looks like they're having a good time. And it just makes you feel like something was wrong with you. or karma doesn't exist. It's not working. Because if it was, how could they do all of this stuff to you and just move on and find this better person who treats them well, and you're just sitting home alone, miserable and depressed? How could that happen if karma is real? When you see all of this stuff, all of these pictures and videos on social media, all of the bragging and boasting from the narcissist and flaunting their new supply, they're trying to sell a dream to you. And this is a dream that has been sold to them by this new person that they have met. This person is selling a dream, a fantasy to the narcissist. And then the narcissist is selling this dream to you. They're using it to hurt you. But many times the narcissist meets their supply through their family or friends, people who they admire, people who they look up to, people who they trust. Their family or friends set them up with this new person. And this new person is likely to be a narcissist or a player themselves. Because at the end of a relationship, the narcissist is in a vulnerable state. They're gullible and naive. They're highly suggestible. They're open to being sold a dream. Number one, because they want to get back at you. They want revenge. They want to hurt you. And number two, they have gone around and told everyone how bad you are, how horrible you were to them, and how they were the victim. They've gone around and told everyone that. So now they need to prove to everyone that they're okay. There's nothing wrong with them. They can have a healthy relationship with someone else. So they have to portray this image to everyone that things are going well with this new person who may be a narcissist or a player. And this really is their ultimate karma. Because despite what they're going through, they could be going through hell. This new person could be doing things to the narcissist that are a million times worse than what they were saying about you. But the thing about it is, they can't even tell anyone. They can't come back to you. They've already burnt that bridge. They've already told their family and friends how bad you are. So how foolish would they look if they came back to you after they told everyone that you were the problem? They can't do that. So they can't come back seeking your help and support. Especially since they're trying to use this new person to hurt you. And on top of that, they can't even go to their own family and friends because they're trying to portray this image that nothing is wrong with them. And they're doing so much better without you because you were the problem. You were the narcissist. You were the toxic person. Or another scenario is that many of their family and friends are narcissists as well. The people who they look up to. The people who they admire and trust in their family and their social circle Many of these people are just as shady as the narcissist, and they're only looking out for their own personal gain. And they're setting up the narcissist with someone who is going to help them to get there. Someone who is going to help them to get what they want. Regardless of how the narcissist is being treated, they don't care. So as you can see, there are various situations where once the narcissist leaves you and tries to move on and find someone else, that's when they get their karma. They may have played you, but now they're about to be played by someone who is a bigger narcissist than they are. Because they went around and told everyone that you were so bad. They demonized you. You did everything for them, but they still managed to find something wrong with you because it was either you or them. But they don't realize what a cold world it is. You were nice. You were caring. You were giving. You were generous. You were helpful. And there are many people in this world who are not like that. People who have no consideration for other people. People who will do whatever it takes to get ahead. People who will exploit you. People who will use and abuse you. And the narcissist is going out there thinking that they can do better because they have to label you as the issue. And they don't even see the train coming. They don't even see it, what's about to happen. But really it's inevitable. They can't avoid it because they need supply. They need attention. They're desperate for it. And as we know, these types of personalities, narcissists, they know when someone is lonely. They know when you're seeking company, and they will exploit you for it. They will exploit other narcissists or toxic people. And this is what's in store for the narcissist. When they go out there hurt, afraid, everything after leaving you, after all of the fights and arguments. I mean, they were already broken people anyway. But once they've poured it all on you and you fight back, you weaken them. And they're in desperate need for supply. It's just not a good position for them to be in. And it really is inevitable. They think they had it bad with you. They thought that you were treating them bad when you set boundaries, when you stood up to them, when you questioned and confronted them. They thought you were the bad guy, but they're really going to realize when they go out there, when they find the new supply and they get a taste of their own medicine, they experience what they did to you. That's when it's really going to hit them. And they know when things were better. They know the difference, and they will wish that they could come back to you. because you gave them safety and security. You gave them comfort. It felt like home when they were with you, because you were predictable. You never changed. You never switched up on them. They always knew what to expect from you. They trusted you. And they lose that. And they can't get it back, because they've burned that bridge. They've told everyone how bad you are, how you are the problem. So now they would look very foolish if they come back, after all of these lies and stories that they have told their family and friends, after they took no accountability. People may even start looking at them like they're the problem. Or as I said, many of their friends and family members may be narcissists as well, and they set the narcissist up with someone who's only going to take advantage of them. Because their family and friends are very shady characters, and they're only looking out for their own personal gain. And on top of that, the narcissist has to portray this dream to you, this fantasy. They're using it to hurt you, to make you think that they don't really need you and that they can move on and be happier without you. That they can do better. That they can find someone else who is better than you. Because when you do all of these nice things for them and you help them, they don't really appreciate it. They're just looking at it like, oh, so these are all of the reasons why you're better than me. They feel insecure. And that's why the more you do for them, it's like the more they hate you. The more they resent you. Because that's coming from you. It's coming from your qualities, abilities, or money. And they just see it as though you have something to give and they don't. It makes them feel inferior to you, even when you're just trying to help them. But they remember where it was safe. They remember where it was comfortable, where it was warm. And they will never forget that. There may not be any real love or affection involved in it, but you just held a safe place for them. You gave them security and stability. You protected them from danger and harm. And when it all comes down to it, that's all a narcissist really wants. Yes, they may go out to bars and clubs. They may go looking for other sources of supply. But they can't do that. They can't feel comfortable unless they've already got someone waiting at home. Their primary grade A source. That's what gives them comfort. That's what gives them their security and keeps them stable and sane. is when they've got someone to fall back on. Someone who would have been there for them no matter what. Despite everything they did to you, you put up with it. You overlooked it. You looked past it. You still saw the good in them. If there was anything there, you saw it. And there's nothing a narcissist craves more than that. That feeling of safety and protection. That feeling of warmth, unconditional love. And it's very hard to find that these days. A lot of people are just looking out for themselves. They have no desire to provide anything to you. And this is just what the narcissist runs into in the end. This is their karma. And they lock themselves into a situation where you can't save them from it. After they told everyone about you, they've ruined your reputation. They've just shot themselves in the foot. They really have. And it's sad, but there's nothing you can do to change it. And in a way, maybe this is a sign from some higher power or God to protect you, because they really had no intention of changing anyway. They were destined to continue this behavior no matter what. But yeah, it's a very cold world out there, where people are looking out for themselves. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And when they leave you, their karma is that they start to realize that. They start to realize just how worse off they are without you. They're getting used and abused by all types of people. They're getting walked over. People are treating them like crap. And there's really nothing they can do about it, because either their family and friends are all shady characters who are not trying to protect them from it, or because they still have to sell this image, this dream. But trust and believe that they are going through it. This is the proof. This is the reality of it. They thought that they were moving on to something bigger and better, a shiny new toy. But they actually just went and settled for less. So this is it. Karma is coming for the narcissist. You shouldn't have any uncertainties about that. And don't intervene. Don't try to help them. Let karma do what it needs to do. Let them go through it. Maybe it will teach them a lesson. Maybe they will learn. highly doubt it, but sometimes it does happen. And I'd just like to thank you all for joining me here today. It means a lot to have you here. I appreciate you all. And please help the YouTube algorithm by giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And put your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. I do read the comments every day. You can also leave a donation in the comments as well if you would like to contribute something to the channel. And please click that subscribe button as well. That way you can receive all of the notifications for my future videos. And if you would like to talk with me one-on-one, I am available for coaching, which you can book from my website. It's narcsurvivor.co.uk. Please give this video a thumbs up. There's 170 people in the live chat. It helps to support the YouTube algorithm and gets this message out there to people who need it. Thank you all, and I will talk to you in another one very soon.